Welcome to Waves of Awareness, the podcast that is bringing the voices and personalities of people with disabilities to the community.
Listening along to learn more about the daily life of me and my friends, the resources available to us and our families, and how this podcast is chatting job for me and others with disability in this community.
Are you doing the intro and introducing everybody? You're going to introduce everybody at the...
Everybody.
Okay, let's go. Let's hear it, Tripp.
Well, this is a Area 7 podcast.
We're in season 10. Yeah.
Season 10.
Waves of Awareness.
Yeah.
That's right. Who are you?
Tripp.
We have Tripp on the mic. Hey, I'm Staci Davis.
Staci.
And we also have Megan here from the
Hello.
Tennessee Caregivers Coalition. And we have Mr. Johnny Sunshine.
Yeah, Johnny Sunshine.
How are you doing today, John?
They call me Johnny Sunshine. Oh, I'm getting around to it. You know how you get around or something.
I'm so happy to hear that. I think Tripp has some questions for our special guest, Megan. Let's learn all about Megan and what she's got going on at her organization. So you want to start?
Can you tell us a little about yourself and your role at Tennessee Caregiver Coalition?
Yeah, so I'm Megan Schwalm. I'm the president and CEO of the Tennessee Caregiver Coalition, and we are an agency that supports caregivers across the state of Tennessee. So people who are caring for a family member with a disability or an aging parent.
Wow.
That's pretty cool, huh? Yeah. Do you want to learn more, Tripp? Oh, okay. I'll ask one. So what is the Tennessee Caregiver Coalition and how did it get started?
Oh, that's a great question. So the Tennessee Caregiver Coalition actually started 29 years ago. And it started with a group of folks in Middle Tennessee who saw the need for supporting caregivers and came together and said, what are we going to do? Yeah. And one of those women worked at the Department of Mental Health and Substance Abuse, and so she was able to get some money from them to start a respite voucher program. And that still is one of the programs that we offer today. It's our main program. So we provide reimbursement for respite. Respite is when you give a break to a caregiver so they can get a break from caregiving. And so we pay for that for folks. And then we have a lot of other programs as well. We have volunteer respite programs. We have a church-based respite program. We offer all kinds of support groups for caregivers. We have a general support group. We have a group called Caring in Color, which is for Black caregivers. We have virtual and in-person support groups. And then the last year and a half, we've focused a lot on just get-togethers for caregivers.
Yeah.
2 years ago, we did strategic planning, and during that process, we surveyed hundreds of caregivers across the state, and the issue that rose to the top for them was they wanted more opportunities to build community with caregivers.
Oh.
And so we have started doing all kinds of fun events like Caregiver Happy Hour.
Wow.
We just had a roller skating event for caregivers.
Oh, how fun.
I do an art group sometimes, so it's really fun.
Oh, that sounds like such a blast.
Caregiver means?
That's a great question.
Caregiver means?
A caregiver is someone who is taking care of a family member who has a disability or some kind of medical need. So for instance, I have a 14-year-old son who has autism and Tourette's and a lot of other things, and so I'm his caregiver. I take care of him. I also help take care of my grandmother who had Alzheimer's, and so that would make me a caregiver as well.
You can't remember nothing.
That's right. Exactly.
Okay. May I say something? I got a question.
Yeah, what you got, John?
How is your son? 12?
He's 14.
Okay, he's 14. Your mother, I'm sorry about that, but these things happen. Your mother up in age?
Yeah.
Probably in her 60s. That's good.
It's that would make me pretty young. She's older than that, but yes.
That's okay. Never mind. I just wonder, it's
Wait,
really
can you
amazing
tell
how
everyone listening
watch
that I
people
look
grow up
really
and do
young?
have. She's probably 70.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, the mom is in the 70s. Megan is not in
No,
her 70s.
I'm not in my 70s.
That's not what John is trying to
I'm
say.
not trying to ask. I get curious. They'll say cat kill the cat.
John
Yes.
loves to know the ages of people that he's around or that he learns about.
I'm
I
75, so she probably. I'm over to be her big sister. That's all. Nothing more. Nothing to offend you and nothing. I want to do
No,
that. I
no,
love
not
Jesus. I
at
love
all.
people and make a damn people. Well, I think your son, as he's 14, he might get upset when you probably push him too far.
If I push him too far?
Well, stop, that kind of situation.
I try not to do that too much.
Is he only child?
No, we have 4 children.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Big
Our
family.
hands are full.
Okay, I hope he's the oldest, right?
He is in the middle.
All right, hope everything works right. I hope they're getting any kind of trouble.
Yeah. Well, he finds
No, I
all
mean
kind
school
of trouble.
kids. You know how you get in school trouble
Yeah.
and they get bullying and
Yes,
all that?
yes.
Oh, Megan.
Teenagers have a way to get in trouble.
They
find
do.
it.
Okay, 2 girls and a boy, right?
3 boys and a girl.
Way. Well, I like that. Now, okay, but I hope they. Oh boy, I hope they make it. Okay.
They make
Okay, I
it
like
too.
to hear that. Made my day. Thank you, Jesus. Okay. And so your mother doing okay? Can she get around and can she drive?
Yeah, well, so I helped take care of my grandmother who has passed away now.
I'm
She's
sorry to hear
upstairs
that.
with her. Oh,
yeah,
Jesus,
she's
what a
upstairs.
great.
She's
That's
up
good.
there with Jesus.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
that's right. I hope.
I'm sure she.
She's 90, your grandmother. She went to heaven.
Oh, yeah, she's over 90. She would have been, I think, 93 this year.
93.
Wonderful.
Ooh. Yeah.
My mother would be 95.
Wow.
when she
Wow.
lived.
Yep. I bet
So-
they're celebrating together. in
Ain't there
heaven.
something?
What
I
is
learned
your-
more about this. No, it's not the age, everything, who you grew up with, how you got worked by people, and it's everything, I like that. Made my day, man.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
Yeah, I hope his son and the rest of them be okay. Can all drive? One can drive, one of them?
One of them can drive. One of them is learning to drive.
All right, okay. But
So
be
stay
careful.
off the
Oh,
roads.
the traffic I saw today, new cars. I feel like I went in Twilight Zone or something, I do. It's wow.
Yeah.
I tell you.
Yep. Things
They
are
can't
changing.
show what they have. They better be careful.
That's right. All right, we're gonna circle way back.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Okay, Stacy. Don't get upset with me, Stacy.
No,
Okay.
I'm not upset.
She
Come
made
on.
my day. I like that. I like it, man.
Well, I'm
like
glad Megan's making your day.
that. I love you. Okay.
Tripp's keeping me on schedule over here, so let's.
I will.
Okay.
I see him pointing at the paper. He wants to ask me another question, I
Yes.
think.
Well, he wants me to ask, just
Okay.
to circle back and
Okay.
refresh, what is the mission of the Tennessee Caregiver Coalition?
Yeah.
And a few of the resources that it provides. I know you've shared a lot,
Yeah.
but if there's anything else that you want to touch on, let's go there. And then Tripp has some questions after
What is
that.
your
Well,
mission?
yeah. Yeah. What? Yeah. You ask her.
Tennessee Caregiver
Coalition.
Coalition.
So you want to know about our mission? So our mission is to be responsive to the needs of caregivers through support services. And so the way that we do that is we ask caregivers, what kind of support do you need? And then we try to give that to them. And so often that need is respite. Do you know what respite is? What is it?
What is it?
It's taking a break from caregiving. So sometimes when you're taking care of another human, it gets really tiring. And it also can make your body sick and your brain sick. So if you're caregiving, you're at more risk for a heart attack or a stroke and mental health needs.
yeah.
And so being able to take a break or get respite helps to mitigate those health needs. And so we work really hard to help caregivers get a break. And sometimes it's just a couple of hours, but it helps them come back refreshed and recharged. And part of that, getting a break, helps to keep people with disabilities living in their own homes instead of going into a facility. Because if caregivers are rested, they're more able to help take care of their family members.
That's really cool. You don't always think about the mental load of
Yeah.
what it takes to take care of someone. And so I'm sure even a couple of hours just kind of
Yes.
like
Yes.
your brain gets to go on
Yes.
vacation even if you physically can't.
Yes,
That's
absolutely.
such a great resource, don't you think? Tripp, do you think so?
Number 4.
Yeah,
okay,
let's
number
go.
4.
Number 4. Ask it.
Oh, you want to ask it, Tripp?
Yeah.
What are some of the big challenge caregivers in Tennessee facing right now?
That's a great question. Things are really hard for nonprofits right now in our country. It's a really scary time for the nonprofit world because there are major funding cuts right now. So the federal government has been making lots of cuts to all of the funds that fund programs for people with disabilities and older adults. Our program just a few weeks ago had one of our major grants cut, and so one of our programs, an outreach program, we lost all of the funding for that. That's a program that served over 6,000 caregivers in Tennessee last year, and so those are 6,000 people who won't get services through that program. And President Trump released his proposed budget about a week and a half ago, and one of the things in that budget is cutting a federal program called the Administration for Community Living, and that program funds over half of the services that we offer. So that will be devastating for our agency and will mean a huge loss of services for caregivers across the state.
That's hard.
Yeah, so funding is a big issue for caregivers right now.
Yeah. So while it might not be directly impacting those caregivers, it's impacting the nonprofits and service providers that are helping those caregivers, which they've probably come to rely on.
Yeah, and it'll mean less services for them.
Yeah, that's tough.
Oh.
Yeah.
Johnny Sunshine, number 5.
Who? Anybody takes care of your son while you're gone?
Oh, good question. Yeah, well, so I have a village of people that help take care of him.
Oh, good.
Right
Good.
now, he's actually in a wheelchair. He had a major surgery 2 months ago, and he's
What
learning
happened?
how to walk again.
Oh no!
I knew you'd be interested in that.
So he's learning how to walk.
He's learning how to walk. He had to have his femur. Do you know what your femur is?
Back your spine.
No, it's the big bone in your thigh. It's the biggest bone in your
Biggest,
body.
strongest bone in
He
your
had
body.
to have it
Your thigh
cut
bone.
in half and repositioned, and so he's learning to walk again.
Oh, good. I hope so.
This episode's
So-
not for
yes.
the faint of heart.
So
Boy.
we have lots of people helping take care of him right now. My friends come over and check on him, and come
I
and
like
stay with
that.
him
That's
so I can go.
That's good. Okay.
Yeah, takes
Man.
a village.
Boy,
Yeah, that's a tough one.
human body's something else, man.
It is.
The body is amazing. Like the
You
fact
mean
that
he
like
was like that, born like that, or he broke his leg?
He was born like that. His hips, the bones at the top of his legs that connect to your hip were facing the wrong direction.
Oh,
and so they had
golly.
to turn them the right way.
Oh man, now he's doing okay now, is he?
He's getting there. He's getting there.
Oh, praise the Lord for that.
That's
oh
right.
man,
oh wow.
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 Boy, that's a good question. I like
I've
that.
got
Yeah.
some stuff to Google later.
Well, my head's not on backwards, so I got my head on straight. So
That's good.
That's all we can hope for each day, right?
I get a kick out of it. I do. Boy, you made my day today, I tell you.
Oh, I'm glad.
Well,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Yeah, ask it,
Any
Tripp.
current programs, events?
Yeah, we have a lot of cool stuff going on. We have a new program that started this year called our Caregiver Ambassador Program, where we have caregivers in Nashville, Memphis, Chattanooga, and Knoxville.
Georgia.
Oh, no, not Georgia, just in Tennessee, who are doing outreach for us. So they go out into the community and talk to other caregivers, and then they are training caregivers how to talk to their legislators so that caregivers can call their elected officials and tell them their stories and tell them why it's important for there to be funding to support
that's
them.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, advocacy is huge, and I think
Yes.
it's overlooked so many times. And so I love that you're giving power to their voices and allowing, like, teaching them how to do it themselves.
Yes,
too, you know,
yes.
because they're the best story. Like they have the
Absolutely.
lived experience, so
Absolutely.
they should be sharing it.
I'll mention one other cool event we have coming up. It's a ways away, but it's our biggest event every year in November. November is Caregiver Appreciation Month. So in November, we have it's a caregiver resource fair and appreciation day. So if there are any nonprofits listening right now, reach out to us because you can table at our event and share information with caregivers. But then we have all sorts of really fun activities for caregivers to take part in that day. Lots of self-care sorts of things. So we have massage tables set up so they can
Oh,
get
nice.
massages. We usually have therapy dogs there and
love
all
that.
kinds of fun stuff. So we just had our big fundraiser last night, our caregivers ball, and so that's our next like large event. So we're kicking off today, starting to plan for
Awesome.
it.
Do you have stuff on your website?
We do,
Okay. So
yes.
we'll link that in the show notes
Great,
so that
great.
people can go and find more information about it for sure.
That would be wonderful.
Yeah. What about number 6?
There is a story moment from your work that stands out and reminds you work is important.
Yeah, story that reminds me why my work is important. So there are so many stories with caregivers that we serve, but I think I will tell you a little bit more about my son Maddox and why I got into this work. So lots of years ago, I was a single mom with a brand new baby, and Maddox, who had meltdowns that were pretty violent
Not
and
ugly.
lasted for hours on end. And I would go to bed every night crying, thinking like, I can't do this one more day. I don't know that I can do it one more. Yeah, exactly. That's how I went to bed most nights. But then Sunday would come around and I would get 3 glorious hours of respite where I had a friend who would come and stay with Maddox, and I would go to a coffee shop with a book and read or just sit in silence for a few
how nice.
hours.
Yeah.
And that made me able to go back refreshed and recharged and better able to care for my family. And it really saved my family. And so then when I moved to Tennessee, I started asking, where do people get respite in this state? And finally found the Tennessee Caregiver Coalition. And so was able to get services there. And then once the director position opened, I stepped into this role. But my story is not unique. There are over almost a million caregivers in Tennessee who are going through similar things. And so I'm on a mission to make sure that any caregiver in this state who needs respite, who needs that 3 glorious hours of break on Sunday, can get it. And so that's what we're trying to do.
That's beautiful. Oh, me. Okay. Me. Okay. Where can listeners go to find, where can listeners go if they want to learn more and get connected and show support?
Yeah, the best place they can go is our website, which is www.tncaregiver.org. And there's also sorts of great resources there. You can apply for services there. It takes like 5 minutes. It's really easy. There's information about all of our events. Then we have all the social media platforms. Facebook is probably the best one to go to. So if you just search Tennessee Caregiver Coalition on Facebook, you can find us there and find all sorts of great information.
Awesome. Well, we'll definitely have that linked as well in our show notes so that folks can find more information and show support and anything. Yeah, you want to ask that last question? Tripp? Do you want to ask it, Tripp? Do you want to ask it? Go for it.
Anything you want our listener to know about Tennessee caregivers?
I would like your listeners to know that it's important to take care of yourself in order to be a better caregiver. We use the slogan, you can't pour from an empty cup, which means you've got to fill up your metaphorical cup in order to be able to take care of other people. And so often as caregivers, it's hard to take a break, not just like logistically, but we feel like we have to do it all. And so it's really important to be able to take a break and fill your cup, and we are here to support you in doing that.
That's
Right.
really good. Yeah, I love that because you can't
Love
pour
it.
from an empty cup, right? You got to fill yourself up to be able to pour into somebody else, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. John, do you have any other questions for Megan?
Pretty good, ma'am.
Thank
You number 1.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. Yeah.
Do you have any questions for Megan?
Who?
For Megan.
Me.
Oh, Megan?
Yeah.
Keep coming around if you get a chance. Yeah. Okay?
Okay.
Well, I guess, Megan, do you have any questions for our guys? Do you have any questions for Tripp or for John? Or I guess for me, too, but I know I'm not as interesting as they are.
Yeah. What do you guys like to do to fill up your cups?
Ooh.
What do you do that makes you feel good?
Well,
Real good.
others I just share the gospel a little bit, get the gospel truth for Brother Christ. I share the gospel a little bit, and I hang out Brookwood Monday through Friday, walk the girls, and like that.
The girls.
Yeah.
That's what my 14-year-old likes to do too.
Yeah.
Watch the girls.
John likes to come to our day program and like walk around like with their ladies that utilize wheelchairs. So they
Yeah,
have like more
that's pretty
action
soon. The
and like moving them
17th.
around.
That's great.
Okay. Yeah. 17th and the 10th, we're going to walk. Well, something like that. I'm going to be interesting. Like a Christmas thing.
We're going to be in the rodeo parade.
Yeah, it's going to be right. So let you know. I forgot to tell you that. So thanks, Stacy.
Yes. I'm going to
Smoky
fill in the
dog.
details that you might miss. And Tripp's over here talking about our Food Truck Friday event that's coming up this week.
Dogs.
Yeah, Tripp loves him some
Hot
hot dogs.
Ooh, that sounds amazing.
Yep.
Yeah, if you're in the Franklin area, come
Franklin
come
area.
have lunch with Waves
All right.
for Food Truck Friday. Right?
That sounds great.
What else, Tripp, do you like to do to fill your cup? What do you do that makes you happy? That's for you. What do you do?
Food.
Food?
Food. Don't we all?
That makes me happy too. Don't you like to play golf?
I like to play golf.
Oh, wow. That's great.
Do you get fulfilled by going to work?
That's Olympics.
Oh, Special Olympics. That's
my
very
son does
fulfilling.
Special Olympics too. What sport do you play in Special Olympics?
Cool.
What
You.
sport do you play? What sport do you play? What sport do you play?
Pickleball.
It is
Yeah.
pickleball season right now, isn't
Yeah.
it? I love pickleball. I coach
yeah.
Special Olympics basketball.
Basketball.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you've played a lot of sports, haven't you?
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
You get our team picture.
You got a team picture?
We will take a group picture after we finish
Great.
recording. I think Tripp's.
You like the routine, huh?
Yes,
Yeah.
routine brings him happiness.
I get it.
We like to stay on tempo. Megan, do you have any other questions for our guys?
I don't.
Yeah. Well, we really appreciate you being
Hey.
here today.
Yeah,
Hey.
Megan,
Thank you.
appreciate you.
Thank you. I appreciate being able to come talk with you guys.
Yeah. Keep coming around, Megan. I like that.
Thank you. I think this
Yeah.
is the most fun podcast
You
I've
did.
ever been on.
Jesus Christ, I love you and I appreciate you.
Thank
Listen,
you.
Yeah.
I appreciate you too.
Yeah, Johnny Sunshine.
Yeah. Well, we really do appreciate you, Megan. The services and resources that you provide across the state is amazing, and it's such a valuable resource, and it's needed. So thank you
Thank
for
you.
everything that you do, because it does help other service providers in a very indirect way, but it's reflected when you talk to the families that are able to utilize your services. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Anything else, guys, before we sign off? Anything else from you, John?
Well, once in a while, if you can come and see Brooke, we'll see Maddie. Come visit.
Okay, I'll
Come
do
visit
that.
our day
I
program.
want you to.
I would
Hey,
love to
you
bring
got it.
addicts to visit
And,
sometime.
Bring
it's
Maddie.
not far from me. It's down the road where they work. Up the road.
Well, we live in Mount Juliet, so we're about an hour away. But I
Oh,
would
Mount
love
Juliet,
to bring
Tennessee?
him down
Oh,
on a day he
man.
doesn't have school.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever. Okay, but probably be crowded, probably.
Yeah.
Hey, when I stand up, hey, it's me, it's Johnny Sunshine. I got a flashlight so you can see me.
Okay, great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hands off.
All right.
Okay. All right. Tripp's asking to be signed off. So thanks everybody
Have a
for
good day.
listening.
Now,
This
Jesus
is
Christ
See
love you,
ya.
and I
Food
love
trucks.
you. May God go in peace. It's Johnny Sunshine. Sign off. God bless you.
all right. This is Waves of Awareness brought
Yeah.
to you by Spread the Positive. Thanks for being here, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Thanks for turning into another episode of Waves of Awareness. We are glad you're here. Till next time.
Waves of Awareness is a Waves Inc. podcast and made possible thanks to Spread the Positive, the Community Foundation of Middle Tennessee, and Tennessee's Department of Intellectual and Developmental Disabilities. For more information, visit us online at www.wavesinc.com/podcast.